How to spot fake news. In the nonfiction story we just read, we learned that just because something is in the news doesn't necessarily mean it's always true. In fact, more and more we're being faced with misinformation or fake news on the internet. So what do? How do you tell the difference between what's real and what's fake? Well, let's watch this video from Common Sense Media. It gives us some tips and tricks for spotting fake news.
Here are 5 ways to spot fake news. Number 1, look for unusual URLs. If they end with .lo or .com.co, chances are they aren't legitimate news sites. Number 2, dissect the layout. Look for grammatical errors, incorrect dates, bold claims with no sources, and sensationalist images. These are all red flags. Number 3, dig deeper. Find out who wrote the article and who supports the site. If this information doesn't exist, or you need to register to get it, then question why. Number 4, cross-check. Use fact-checking sites to confirm information and see whether other credible news outlets are reporting similar news. Number 5, try a reverse image search. If the same picture appears in unrelated stories, you may have a reason to be suspicious. For more media literacy tips, visit us at commonsense.org.
So let's try out their tips. Ooh, save the Pacific Northwest tree octopus? I didn't know octopus live in trees. Did you? Is this real? Well, on your own, you're going to look at the story by clicking on this picture. Remember the tips from Common Sense Media. Look for unusual URLs, dissect the layout, dig deeper, cross-check, and reverse image search. I gave you a little bit of guidance over here. This kind of answers these questions over here. On this one, I've given you a link to Snopes.com, which is a fact-checking site. If you're ever unsure, you can go to Snopes, and they have a team of researchers that will actually research these strange stories and come back and tell you whether they think they're true or false. And there it is. I'll let you explore that to see what they think. Was it true or false? They also mentioned in the video reverse Google image search. I gave you the link to that. It's a different link than you can just find on a regular Google search page. Now this takes a little bit more work, and you may not be able to do it during class today, but you can play around with it. Basically, you have to save an image to your computer and then upload it. If you have a URL for the image, you can paste it here. But a lot of times I find I had to upload an image, and so you have to pull that off your computer. But what it does is when you search the image, you put the image in here, and Google will search every single website that contains that image and show you where those websites are. After you've finished exploring this story, you can play the Reality River game to hone your skills on detecting whether something is fake or real. This is from the Internet Awesome. So you can just click on this picture to get to the game.
The river that runs through Interland flows with fact and fiction. But things aren't always as they seem. Cross the rapids by using your best judgment. Watch out for fishers lurking in the water. They'll try to trick you. To
get to the other side of the river, correctly answer questions on each platform.